And welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm going to go ahead and do my 5 favorite diecast pieces. Was inspired by xltoffroadbear. I've seen a lot of people have done this challenge, I guess you can call it. And I'm a little bit late, a couple days late. Truthfully, it was just really hard for me to decide my favorite 5 diecast pieces. Been collecting for a while. I've got some pieces here from my childhood. I've got some that I've recently acquired. So I'll go ahead and start off with the older pieces here. Let's see which one. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one first. So this one is the Solaire. Forget what the numbers are. Solaire something 4, if I remember correctly. I've had this car since I was a kid. And I've always liked it just because you can open it up like this. And since I've done it so much as a kid, it really doesn't stay open. But this particular variation is the one that I've had since I was a kid. And this one, not sure how recently I acquired this one, but within the last few years, I got this one. See, the back still opens up on this one, it stays open. So I've got 2 variations of that one, but this one right here is the one that I've had as a kid. And there's some fuzz. Get rid of that. Very cool. It's been out for a while. There's a lot of variations of this that I'd love to collect. Very heavy. I think it's actually got a plastic base, but heavy metal body. So there's that one. And this other one, I've had this one since I was a kid as well. Kept very good condition, a very good shape of it. Can't believe I've kept this in such good condition. Must not have played with it very much, just had it. And this one's a Mercury, if I remember, 56 Merc. It's got rubber tires, white walls, metal base and body. And it's got a little bit of dirtiness on it. I gotta clean this up with a polish rag type of thing. Very nice car though. Love the classic white interior. Any classic car is great looking. So there's that one. That would be number 2. And number 3, I guess this one would be in order. This piece, I'm sure everybody's seen me talk about this one by now. If not, I'll go ahead and tell you about it. I got this Johnny Lightning piece on a field trip in my 11th grade year to a piston power show, pretty much a car show up in Cleveland. And there was some guys selling some stuff, and I found this car, and I've always been intrigued with the Superbird and the Dodge Daytona. Very crazy looking with the nose cone and the wing. So I paid $4 for this piece, and unfortunately it's starting to get some cracks on the roof there, and the bottom's kind of coming open very slightly. I've debated on opening this one. I probably will eventually. But there's that one, so that's pretty much in order. And then the next one, for continuing in order, I think would be this one. The Mazda RX-7. Now this is a newer one. But once I picked this one up, I really just started getting super in love with it, I guess you can say. I've never really been a big import person. But this car is just very nice looking. There's so many variations of it. I can't even count how many I have. I know there's a green one, there's an orange one, there's a blue one, there's a super treasure hunt version. There's so many different versions of this car. But this one's the one that started it for my import collection, so there's that one. And the next one is probably one of my favorites, honestly. I knew this one was going to be in the list. The Datsun 510 Rally Car. And the reason I like this one so much is because I had picked it up from a store. The packaging was in terrible shape. It was just thrown into a bin or something, if I remember correctly. And I just love it. I mean, rally cars are really cool, and this Datsun just has a great looking old school square look to it. And I like the details on it. I like the roof rack and everything up there. And see, there's a little chip right there. I would carry this around almost like a fidget, just to, mess with it back and forth or spin the tires or something. Just have something to play with. Because I spent a lot of time in the hospital taking care of my grandfather, visiting him before he passed away in March of 2020. Guess we can say 2020 was the worst year for all of us. That definitely was for me, losing a family member and a lot of other things that went on. But on a positive note, I would keep this with me and mess with it. And I was getting out of the vehicle one day and dropped it in the parking lot of the hospital, landed right on top. A little bit of a scuff, but kind of a funny memory to think back on. Always keep it in your pocket instead of your hoodie pocket. So that was it. That's the 5 vehicles I can think of. I'm sure there's so many more, but I dug through a bunch of bins, and this is what I came up with. bunch of totes and things like that, display cases, carry cases, everything I could find. But I remember these being the ones I played with as a kid. Very fun. There was a lot that I played with as a kid, but these I remember specifically really well. And in the RX-7, started collecting import cars through that car pretty much. And the Datsun. Great little distraction from the harsh reality I was enduring at that time. My grandfather was very supportive on the collecting thing. I'll never forget Christmas, it was probably 2019. I had a whole bunch of cars because he would give us, some money. Since he was older, he didn't go out to the store and shop for us. He'd just say, hey, here's some money, go and get some stuff, wrap it up, and bring it over for Christmas. So that's what I did, and I unboxed, I can't even tell you how many Hot Wheel cars. A lot of Hot Wheel cars. And he told me, that's awesome that you do that. It's great that you collect and things like that. And I stayed over at his house, my grandparents' house, for quite a while, and, taking care of him while he was in hospice and all that. And I would go out to there was a thrift store right down the street, actually two of them, a Goodwill and like a regular thrift store. And I'd come back with bags of cars and things like that, and he would jokingly say from the other room where he would sit, oh, you in there playing with your cars, just great memories. He was very supportive about it, so great memories for sure. So there's my 5 favorite diecast pieces that I can think of, for sure. Shout out to xltoffroadbear. Great challenge you came up with. I saw a lot of people are responding to it, so hopefully you gain some subscribers from that. Hopefully some people from my channel come over to yours and other channels come over to yours. Great challenge, once again. Appreciate the recommendation. Well, I hope everybody has a great day and you stay safe out there and try this challenge for yourself. What's your favorite 5 diecast cars or pieces, whatever, vehicles? Would love to watch your videos as well. Alrighty, we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.